yeah, I hope y'all don't mind me smoking a J while doing like a little story time. This all starts, like everything, right? The whole thing starts, but yeah, the story begins June 8, 2019, right? Basically, what are we in, 2021? But I'm dumb as shit. Wait, yeah, it's been like almost 2 years, I think. A year or two, I don't know. But yeah, so the story time takes place June 8, 2019, right? It was, I'll say, it was like 12 at night, right? 12 at night, almost 12 midnight, right? And yeah, so me and my ex, that was me during that time, we was, you know, cooling in my room, you know, in my house.
Okay.
So we were just cooling, watching a movie, you know, ooh, bam bam, right? Just cooling. And yeah, you know, it was time for her to go home and shit, so I have a car, right? But for this particular day, I decided to go on my moped, you know. I'm gonna put like a little picture in my screen right there. You know, I bought a moped, used to like go like just ride that shit, would be fun. I had a dirt bike, you know, and a moped, right? The dirt bike's more a little illegal because I bought that shit illegal. So I bought it off someone, right? It's probably stolen and shit. So the moped, you know, I decided it was a nice day outside. It was just like, it was warm outside. It was a nice night to like just be on the little moped, right? It was, mind you, it was a 50cc. That motherfucker's slow. The max speed is 40 miles per hour, right? So, but it's enough. It's fast enough, you know, just to go to her house. She lives like 5 minutes away. Drive that little joint, right? So yeah, so it was 12 o'clock, like 12:20 by this time. You know, it was time for her to go home. So we decided to take my moped. And this shit took place literally right down the street where I live at, right? Literally, my house is like right here, and going down the hill, all the way down the hill, is where everything went down, right? Alright, so, you know, we went down. I think she didn't have her helmet. She didn't have it strapped on right? So, you know, I stopped at the low corner down the hill from my street. You know, went by the sidewalk, parked the little moped, right? I was fixing her little helmet shit. Everything was right. I put it on, put my gloves on, you know, and then I was about to ride that shit again, right? And all of a sudden, I see a car coming down the hill fast, right? I'm right here, right? So I'm right here. The car literally comes and like blocks me off. It like stops right in front of me, but it stops right in front of me, like right in front of me, so I wouldn't be able to go. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I still wanted to go, you know, in the little moped, right? Get in the sidewalk and shit and try to dip, try escaping shit. But it didn't go as planned, right? I was gonna do it, and then my ex grabbed my hand, still was like, nah, it's not worth it, fuck it. So I don't know. It was probably her reflex. I don't know what she was thinking, right? So that happened, right? All of a sudden, a guy comes out of the car.
Here's Johnny.
It was like a little, I don't know what kind of car it was, but it was a little black one. It was like a little black one. The windows all tinted on around, so you couldn't see shit. No, it was tinted, and the back two were tinted. The front was tinted, but you could still see through it. I think it was like 20%, some shit like that, right? 25%. I could see a girl that was in the front seat, right? There was a girl in the front seat. She looked like Dora. Deadass. That's what a guy. She looked like Dora. Like she had glasses on, little freckles and everything. No, it's not. It's not Dora. Oh, it looks like Dora, but yeah, it looked like Dora. Same haircut and everything. So I saw her, then the guy in the back seat step out of the car, right? And then he had a mask on. And then he got right in front of me, right? He was like, give me
the scooter shit, right?
He was like,
get off the scooter.
I was like, fuck no, but I'm not about to let some random dude take my shit, right? So I was like, fuck no. I was like, hell no, I'm not giving you my shit, right? It was just one dude. I thought it was just one dude, right? So then, when I said no, oh God, like 4 more guys came out of the back seat, right? They hopped out of the back seat, but they all had masks, right? And then they had knives and shit. So they came out with knives and shit, and then they were, you know, they came up to me and they're like,
get off that jump, bro.
At that point, when I saw all them guys, right, I was like, damn, bro, it ain't even worth it no more, bro. It's me and my ex. I wasn't gonna put her more in danger than we already were, right? So I was like, fuck it, bro. I got off that shit, right? I was like, go ahead, get that shit. But while he was doing that, he was like,
Yeah, I need you to give me everything in your pockets too.
so while he was doing that, right? While he was doing that, I was like, damn, bro. In my head, I was like, I had my phone and I had my wallet. In my wallet, I had my credit card, my ID, but I didn't have no cash at all. So I was like, fuck it. In my head, I was just, during that little moments in my head, I was processing it like, damn, I'm gonna give him my wallet, but I have my phone. I could probably throw my phone. I could probably throw my phone and step on it. So that's exactly what I did, right? I was distracted. I was like, I literally forgot what I was telling him, bro. But I know I was distracting him, like talking to him and shit. And then while I was doing that, my phone, right, it was in my pocket. I put my hands in my pocket and literally, I don't know if you guys, so pretend it's my phone, bro. I took it. Let me put the camera down so y'all can see. little, fuck it. So I was talking to him, right? I had my phone right here. I literally grabbed that shit and was like this while I was talking to him. Shit, that shit got stuck. And then I just threw it on the floor, on the grass. So yeah, while he was like, and I want the shit from your pockets, right? He was like,
Run your pockets up too.
I was like, nah. I still said nah for some reason, bro. And he was like,
Alright. Do I gotta do what I got in the car?
so he went right back in the car, right? And he pulled out a gun and he put it right in my head, like right in my head and shit. And then he was like, he was like,
Give me your shit.
yeah. While the gun was in my head, I was like, shit, this little moped ain't even worth it, bro. It ain't even worth my life. So I was like, alright, go ahead. So then he was like, alright, whatever. I gave him my wallet. He didn't see that shit. He got in a little moped, and all them other guys got back in the car and then they drove off. And he went right behind him with the scooter and shit. So while that happened, they left. I told I went to my ex. I said she was fine and everything. She was just crying, you know, from the shit that just went on and shit. She was just crying, tears coming out her eyes. And then yeah, so I went up to her and shit. And then I remember in my head, I was like, damn, I still got my phone. It's in the grass. So I went back to the little area where I dropped my phone, picked out my phone, called 911 instantly, bro. 911 came to like my house literally like in a minute. We lived 5 minutes away to like a police station. So then they came and all that shit. And then in my head I remembered. Oh, so in my head I remember, right? My ex's phone was in the moped. There's like a little storage where you can put your shit in the moped. I put that shit in the moped. Well, it was in a moped basically. So in my head I was like, damn, I could probably track her phone, bro. Like I had her location, so I was like, I could probably track her phone. So that's exactly what I did. I went on my phone and then I saw it. They were like in DC. So I live in Maryland, right? The DMV area. So my house is like, Maryland's right here and the DC is like right next to me. Like literally right next to me. So they were in the DC area already. They were in the DC area already, right? So I told the cop, I was like, hey, I could probably track this dude with the moped. I have my phone in the little area in the little area, storage area in the moped. So he was like, oh, alright, bet. So he grabbed my phone and then they started seeing the location. So, and you know, in the little find my iPhone stuff, you can see the street names and all that stuff. So that's exactly what happened, right? So he got back in his car and he was like, hey, I forgot what he told the little police officer, but he basically called somebody. I literally forgot everything that happened, but basically he kept telling the other guys, like the other police officers on the phone, on the radio. He was like, hey, they're in this street right now, this and that, right? They were driving in this street. So the police all went to that street, and then they were all communicating with each other, like they're in this street and that, you know, they're like in front of this school, by side this church. So yeah, so then I heard one police officer on the radio say they were like, they found him, right? They were right behind him. So basically they were chasing the dude. The dude was still going, bro. The good thing is that it was a 50cc scooter, so that shit can only go 40 miles per hour. So I can just imagine this dude trying to go as fast as he can at the little 50cc. Only going 40 miles per hour top speed. So yeah, so long story short, right? The guy that was on the scooter, he crashed on a tree. and they caught his ass, and they caught him with the pistol. He pointed the gun at me, so he got locked up, right? He got taken in the car. They took his ass to jail, right? And then while they caught him, the other police officers were asking me like, what kind of car do I remember, what color was the car, what kind of car it was, like the model, and they were just asking me a whole lot of questions and shit about the car. So they were looking for the car basically, and I literally forgot the model of the car now, but I remember it during the time. So I told him the model of the car, the plates number, because I remember the last 4 plates. I forgot, it was like ZW, some shit like that. I forgot it now, but I remembered it during the time. So I told them the plate number and all that shit. So basically, they found the car, right? They were chasing the car too as well. So yeah, so they found the car, and then so yeah, I'm trying to like find. So yeah, they found the car, and they were chasing it down like a street. So the car stopped out of nowhere. All of them dipped. Everybody that was in the car got out the car and dipped. Bro, literally, even the girl. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably like 5 people in the car, right? So out of them 5 people, they only caught another person. So basically, 2 got caught and 4 got away. So yeah, so that's all the story right there. You know, they took me to the police station. They found 2 of them. They locked both of them. I had court. I had to go to court and all that shit, you know, for them to go to jail and all that stuff. So yeah, they found the gun. They showed me pictures of the gun. Me and my ex confirmed that was the gun. Like, there was just like a whole lot. I was with detectives and all that stuff. They kept asking me questions about the other dude. I remembered like the height, the eyes, did they have any type of tattoos? You know, they were just asking a whole rack of random questions. So yeah, the two dudes that got caught, they got locked up and all that shit. They recovered my moped, and yeah, that shit was kind of fucked up. The little back pieces were broken, the little mirror was broken, like it was just scratched up and all that shit. But it still runs and all that. And since then, I just never used my scooter, my 50cc. I was like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, that shit was running. I didn't feel like fixing it. It's still in the backyard. It could probably still run and shit. But yeah, I haven't used it like in a year and stuff. So yeah. Also, guys, I got a tattoo from that day. Yeah, I got June 8, 2019 tatted on me. It's like, it's right there. Basically, this little joint. It's like a, I forgot what they're called. It's like a little sauce thing. I forgot what they're called. Time. It basically tells time, right? It basically represents time. So it's like a little, it's like sand. It's like sand, and then the time is running out, because you never know when will be your last day. That's what like went through my head. You never know when it's gonna be. You never know when it's gonna be your last day. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. You never know. You could probably die later on in the day or in the afternoon. You could die while you sleep, or you could die the next day. You never know. So never take life for granted. Never take, you never know how much time you got left. Also got the little date right here, June 8, 2019 tatted on me too. And yeah, so I got June 8 tatted on me too right here. The little date in numeral letters. I forgot what they're called. I think Roman letters, some shit like that. I forgot. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's upside down right there. So right there, it's like a little, like smoke and shit. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's where the story all ends. And yeah, so if you guys want more story time, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, y'all, so that's the end of the video. That's the end of my story. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button and all that shit, that thumbs up if you want. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, either one. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. If you guys want more story time, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.